Sometimes it's fun to look back on the past and relive some of those moments. Sometimes it's not. So I figured I wanted to go back into high school, middle school, and use the products that I used to use and do my makeup the way I used to do my makeup. And my hair. Yes, this is how we did our hair. Why? I have no idea. We also did a little bump in the front. I didn't do that today. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Samantha and I am just a mom who likes to play with makeup. If you are not new here, thank you for coming back and watching another video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to be notified of my future upcoming videos. Without further ado, let's get into this. Alright, as usual I went off camera and did one eye, which this isn't totally awful at all. I mean, it's definitely not bad. A little shimmery on the top, but not awful. Alright, so what I would do is I would follow the picture on the back exactly as it is. So, number one, this white shade all over here. We did not use eye primer back then, or at least I did not, so don't have that. The next shade is this lighter shade, and it goes all over the eye, or the lid. I probably would still use this shadow palette. I mean, it's not the best. It's like, no, it is. It's all shimmer. So that's the only thing, is that there's no matte except for, not even this. No, this brown is pretty matte, but they're definitely not as pigmented as today's shadows. Just not what I would want. So let's use this purple and put it on the outer corner and into the crease. This definitely takes me a while to build up. And I didn't have all these cool brushes that I do now. I had a few, but not a ton. I definitely remember the shimmer all over. I also remember we used to have, oh my gosh, body glitter, and there was one in a roll-on that I would use on my lids. Can't find that anymore. But yes, we were very big into glitter. Glitter and shimmer. Yep, that's about right. Alright, and then I would put this brown on, look how powdery that is, on the lash line. Shoot, I think I even did this entire look for prom, including the hair, because that was the fashion back then. Like, everyone did it. It's been so long. It's been, oh my gosh, 20 years since high school. Is that right? Okay, so I'm going to use the Maybelline Unstoppable in black, and I'm going to do my waterline in just the top lash line. I don't have my mirror. Here it is. Actually, I should do it like I did back in high school. This is how we did in high school. I'm going to go with the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume. This is still amazing. I mean, I forgot how good their mascara is. It was a go-to. It was a staple. Oh, goodness. So, I used to use the CoverGirl foundation. There is nothing wrong with it, or at least not that I remember. But I can't stand the way that this opens. Oh my gosh, the smell. That brings me back so many memories. It still smells so good. Oh, alright. I'm going to use my Juno & Co. sponge. And I used to use those little white, gosh, they were like rectangular, but you broke them up so that they would be like a triangle. I don't know. That's what I used to use. And gosh, I love the smell of this. It's so nostalgic, and it actually smells like Noxzema as well, which that was another product I used so much back then. Oh my gosh. This is bringing me all the feels, like totally brings me back to high school. Gotta avoid the brows because we did not use brow products back then. We didn't even have them. Oh gosh. I could just smell this forever. It smells so good. Okay. The next thing I would do is I would use another CoverGirl product, concealer. But we didn't use concealer like we do today to highlight. No, no, no. I used it to, not bake, but you know, cover up down here. I didn't know what bags were or why, but I did it. And I would also do it here. Why? Because I had huge pimples, because who didn't? And then I would use it everywhere else that I had an acne patch. So it was just the same concealer that I would use, or the same color as my foundation, I should say. It was not a brightener or anything like that. And I think I used it under my eyes mostly because of like fallout from eyeshadow. If I remember correctly, I think I did my eyes last. I don't know. I also didn't have lines under my eyes or, you know, oh goodness, to be young again. The next thing I would do is powder my entire face. And the more powder, the better. Because I didn't have dry skin back then. No, no. And yes, I used CoverGirl. And I think I used the puff. I could be wrong. Oh my gosh. Yep, I remember this sticker sticking. That hasn't changed one bit. Alright. That's how I would get my powder out. Okay. I think I'm going to use a... no, we'll stick with their... Yeah, I used a lot of powder back then. Oh yeah, that's powdery. That is powdery. Alright, now that we are all powdered up, the next thing, so we did have bronzer back then. I didn't buy just the bronzer today just because, I don't know, I didn't want to just spend money just to spend money. So this is the bronzer. It was a Physicians bronzer, so that's what I'm going to use. And I remember using a brush like this, but we bronzed everywhere. Why we did that? Because we wanted to look, you know, tan. Like, why? Why did we do this? We didn't have YouTube back then to just, like, look at and figure out why or, like, how to do things. No, no, no. And oh, gosh, this looks awful. And we didn't just go light-handed. We added quite a bit. Our faces and necks, they didn't match. But no one cared. Alright, I definitely look bronze and my neck looks white, so there we go. We also had like a highlighter that was, it was from Physicians Formula, and it was kind of like this one, but they were loose balls. And yeah, I remember using that. And I know my friends did too, because I asked them and they remember it. They brought it up to me, but I wasn't about to pay $30 on eBay to get it. Okay, the next thing I would do is blush. And CoverGirl Cheekers blush is the one I would always go to. And it was, I'm pretty sure it was this shade, but I could be wrong. I mean, I could very well be wrong. I don't even know how to, oh. And I would use the little brush that came with it. Oh my gosh, this is bringing back so many memories. And I would just put it here in the apples. I think this one has a sheen to it. I don't remember them like that back then. I'm going to go into a brush because I feel like it's not. Nope. There's definitely a sheen on that one. And I would put a lot of blush. Oh, God. What were we thinking? Since I don't have the Physicians Formula that I'm talking about, I'm going to go ahead and use this one. And we're just going to put it here. Down the nose. I think that's what we used to do, but correct me if I'm wrong down below. It's been, again, so long. I cannot. So I am going to brush through the brows because I think we at least did that. You know, get them to at least look like they needed to be in the right spot. We also would do them in a thin, thin line because we like to overpluck. That's what we did. All right. We are coming to the end. I know. This is so sad. All right, so I know I bought a lip liner to go with this, but I can't find it. So I'm going to use the Juvia's Place because this is what we did. I would do a darker lip line. And then I'm going to go in with a Bare Reveal by Maybelline. Yep, that was it. Could I shimmer any more? Like, you could see me from the moon. I am so shimmery. But this is what we liked. I'm just trying to get up off a little of this highlight because it's kind of falling onto my cheeks more. This is what we did. Look at that. Look at that shine, guys. But you know what? We had a lot of fun and we all looked similar to this. So at least we all looked crazy together. And now I'm so glad that we have the makeup trends that we do and the makeup products that we do because, wow. I do have to say though that a lot of these products I would still use, I would just use them in a different way. Literally everything here except for the eyeshadow palette, I really enjoy. Like I would still use all of this and I still will. I will play again with this. Maybe I'll do an updated look of how I would do my makeup using today's techniques. I don't know. Either way, this was fun. And if you enjoyed this, please let me know down below. Let me know what makeup trends you followed in high school. And if you were similar to this, I would love to hear about it. So all the items I used today will be listed down in the description bar so that you can go back into the past with me. I hope you guys have a lovely week wherever you are, and I will see you next time. Bye.